Mollie
and Harriet,
and we're from Baskervilles Gym, and we're going to be doing an intermediate stretch for you today. Step apart, hands on hips, and look to the right, forward, look to the left, forward, and back to the right, forward, to the left, forward, and look up, and forward, look down, forward, back up, forward, down, forward. Now you're going to do half circles with your head, making sure your chin is staying on your chest. And look back up, and now our shoulders are going to go backwards. And the arms. And hands back on the waist, and shoulders forwards. And arms forwards. And hands back on the waist. And we're going to circle our hips. And now we're going to go the other way. And stand back forwards, lift one arm up, and go to the side. You can do little pulses to help you stretch a bit more on this one. And up, other side. And come back up, and now we're going to do our back. Go as far as you can with the straight back. And up on the other side. And come up, and now you're going to reach down to your toes. You can do pulses to this one as well to help the stretch. And come up. And back up. And now you're going to try and touch your hands to the middle. If you can't touch to the middle, go as far as you can and do little pulses.
Why did that?
And come back up. This time we're going to go back down to our leg, and you're going to try and hold on to your leg and pull your chest to your knee. And come back up. Do the same with the other leg. And back up. Right, now we're going to jump our feet together, and we're going to crouch down. We're going to do 3 bounces to a pike stand. Ready? 1, 2, 3, up. And now over to Harriet.
Okay, now we're going to come back to this crouching position, and we're going to do a rock and roll to straddle sit. Off we go. Reaching over to the right. And stretch in the middle. Make sure we're pointing our toes, reaching over to the left. And stretch in the middle. And reaching as far forward as you can. Try and get that chest flat. And reaching up in the middle. Then we're going to cross over and lean over to our right. And stretch in the middle. And reach over to our left. And stretch in the middle. Okay, now pike position and pike fold. And stretch it back up. And sitting in butterfly. Give your legs a good wiggle. Okay, come to a tuck position. Okay, now we're going to do a pigeon position. So, one leg is going to cross in front of you, and the other one is going to stretch out behind you. And you need to reach forward. Stretch back up and swap the legs. Okay, now we're going to take a lunge to the right. Make sure you stretch the leg behind you. We don't want that knee on the floor, we want it up off the ground. And now you can place the knee on the floor and try to push your hip further to the floor. If you can put your hands down to the side, or if you want a deeper stretch, get down to your elbows. Once you've done this, place your hands either side of your foot and stretch it back. Then we're going to stand up on both of our legs and stretch both of our legs. Okay, now we're going to slide down into our splits. Make sure both legs are nice and straight. Go as far as you can go. And then we're going to hold it. If you can, stretch up. Now we're going to do the left leg. So, left leg lunge. Make sure the knee is off the floor. And then you can place the knee on the ground and push the hip close to the ground. If you want, you can put your hands down for a bit of a deeper stretch. You can go down to your elbows. Then we're going to stretch back. Your hands go either side of your foot and try to get your head on your leg. And then we're going to straighten the legs and get your chest onto your thigh. Then our last stretch, we're going to try and slide into the splits. As far as you can go, make sure you've got straight legs. And if you can, stretch up. Okay, come get it. I'm going to get this bag. Come out with it. Give your legs a good wiggle. Thank you for joining us today. We hope to see you soon. Bye.
Hello everybody, it's Jasmine here from Baskervilles Gym. I'm missing you all and I hope to see you all in the gym very soon. So today we're going to be working on cartwheels. I know in previous videos with Coach Fran you've been working on your cartwheels and been working on keeping them in a nice straight line and also been working towards or on your one-handed cartwheels. So today we're going to revise all of that and we're going to continue with some more progressions, possibly leading on to a no-handed cartwheel. Don't worry, today we're not going to be doing a no-handed cartwheel. We're just going to be doing lots of different preps towards it as well. So all you need is a dressing rope tie or something like that, a pillow, and a stair or a step, okay? So you can have a nice space in your garden, or also you could be inside. Make sure you've got lots of room because we're going to be doing cartwheels. So, step number 1, we're going to be working on our lunge. So, in our lunge, you need to start with your feet together, arms by your ears, reaching as tall as you can. Are you reaching really tall? Very, very good. So next step, so you're going to start stretching really tall. You're going to put one foot forward, your cartwheel leg forwards. You're going to bend that leg. This leg must be nice and bent and this leg must be nice and straight. This should be a straight line from your heel all the way to your fingertips. Very good. So let's start with the first step. So first step was stretching up really, really tall, hiding your ears. Step number 2 was a nice long lunge. Very good. So now we're going to add our cartwheel. Make sure when you do your cartwheel, the leg that you start forward, your hands need to be facing that way too. So I put my left leg forward, so I'm going to put my hands to the left. Let me show you here. So my left leg goes forward and my hands go to the left. If I put my right leg forward, which way do you think my hand should face? To the right. That's right. Well done, everybody. So we're going to put our cartwheel into this. So you're going to stretch up tall in position 1 and hold. Very good. Lunge nice and far forwards. hiding your ears, nice straight leg at the back, and you're going to kick into a cartwheel and finish in our position of our lunge again. Very, very good. Well done, everybody. Right, you're going to do that 3 times for me. So, stretch up once, nice and tall, position 1. Position 2, cartwheels are position 3. Land in our lunge. And then you're going to join your feet together and stretch tall. Very good. So 2 more times for me, everybody. So once you've done it 2 more times, then it's time to get our tie ready. So we're going to do exactly the same, but we're going to try and keep it in a straight line on our tie. So put your tie in a nice place in the floor. And we're going to do the same again. So you're going to start with your feet at the end of the tie, in position 1, position 2, cartwheel, land in your lunge, feet together and stretch. That's very good, everybody. So a good way to make sure that you're landing back on your tie, obviously I'm a little bit taller so I can't always land on my tie, but a good way to try and land on your tie, in the middle of your cartwheel when you're upside down, so when your hands are on the floor and your feet are facing the ceiling, you should be in a star shape like this. In a star, arms by your ears and looking at your hands. That's very good. So when you're doing your cartwheel, to make sure you land in a straight line, you want to look at your hands, and then just before your feet are going to land, you're going to look underneath your armpit to see your feet land on the floor. So that means if you ever were to do a cartwheel on a beam, you'd definitely see your feet coming down onto the beam. So you're going to do your cartwheel, go into your star shape, you're going to look under your armpit to see your feet land on the floor. So let's do that one once more. So remember looking at your feet when they land. So stretch tall, foot forward in a nice lunge shape. You're going to do your cartwheel, look underneath your armpit, into your lunge, and stretch tall at the end. Very good. Did you see your feet land on the floor that time? Don't worry if not, we're going to try it again. This time I really want you to try and see your feet land on the floor. Let's do it 2 more times together. Stretch tall, position 1, position 2, cartwheel, lunge. Did you see your feet land? Feet together and stretch. Let's do it 1 more time together. So arms up by your ears. Make sure you're really looking for your foot to land. Big lunge, cartwheel, look for your foot. Feet together and stretch. That's very good, everybody. So hopefully that will help you keep your cartwheel in a nice straight line. So now we're going to continue on to a one-handed cartwheel. We've been doing them with Coach Fran as well. So when we do a one-handed cartwheel, it's the same, but your opposite hand to your leg should not be on the floor. So your lunge, and then I always use my opposite hand. So put the leg, my arm that's closest to my forwards leg to my side. And that's how I do my one-handed cartwheel. So, are we ready to give that a try? So we're going to do exactly the same. You might need to kick a little bit harder than normal to try and do your one-handed cartwheel. So stretch tall, position 1, position 2. And then cartwheel onto the side and stretch. Very good. So if you do that one 3 more times for me, that's very good. Make sure you try and keep that arm really straight by your side and stretch your fingers as much as you can. That's very good. Well done, everybody. So if you can do that, you could also try and do your one-handed cartwheel on the other hand as well. It's sometimes nice to do both hands. So let's try the other hand. So this time I'm going to put the hand closest to my leg, up by my ears this time. So I'm going to put my left hand on the floor this time. So kick and stretch. That was very good. Why don't you try that one 2 more times, everybody? That's great. So now we're going to introduce our pillow. So our pillow is to help us do a really nice long lunge at the beginning. So we're going to just put our pillow down. Start with your feet behind the pillow. You're going to lunge over the pillow to make sure we've got a really good long lunge. We're going to do 3 one-handed cartwheels using our long lunge and our pillow. You can choose what hand you put down on the floor. And stretch at the end. So if you try that one 2 more times, using a nice long lunge, it might help you a little bit. Very good. Well done, everybody. So now we're going to work on some conditioning for a no-handed cartwheels. So when we do a no-handed cartwheels, it's using lots of strength through your leg. So we're going to try and strengthen our quads today. So I have a portable step so I can show you nice and easily. But if you need to move to a step, that's fine as well. So as I said before, I do my cartwheel on my left leg. So that's the leg that I would need to strengthen really well to be able to do a no-handed cartwheel. But today we're going to strengthen both of them so that it helps in all of our gymnastics. So we're going to start by doing 10 hop on and off of the step on each foot. So you're going to hop on and off. So 10 times, everybody. On and off. Very good. Keep going. On and off. Well done, everybody. Only 7 more to go. Keep going. That's it. Very good. Now we're going to do it on the other leg. So, same applies. On and off. On and off. Very good. This is also very good for your ankle stability, which will help you in all your gymnastics too. Keep going. Try and finish all 10 of them as well. That's very good. So now if you have a step that either is a portable step like this or a step that is onto a nice flat surface, you can do this. If not, don't worry, you can just practice these on the floor. So we're going to do our cartwheels again. We're going to put our front leg on the step. This means that we need to push off this leg even more so than normal to be able to get our cartwheel in a nice straight line. So stretch up 2, leg on the step and kick over the step. That was very good, everybody. So to make sure it goes in a straight line, you just have to kick that extra little bit more. Try that one 2 more times, everybody. Yes, that's very good. Well done. And once more. Well done. That's excellent. So now we're going to work on some needle kicks. So we're going to stretch up 2. We don't need our step for this one, so I'm going to just put my step to the side. You're going to stretch up 2. You're going to put your leg forwards. You're going to do 10 needle kicks. Pushing your leg really straight, so it starts in a nice lunge. You're going to push this leg straight. So push straight. So we're going to do 10 on one leg, then 10 on the other. So keep going on that leg, everybody. That's very, very good. And now swap legs once you've done 10. And you're going to do 10 on the other leg. That's it, very good. So keep going. That's it, excellent. So now we're going to go on to a cartwheel, but from kneeling. Shape, you're going to be kneeling, making sure this leg is in a 90-degree angle and also this leg. So we're going to have our arms by our ears and we need to really push off this leg to make sure we can get over for a cartwheel. Our first couple might be around the side or not quite landing properly, but it's because it's very tricky and it requires a lot of strength, but I'm sure that we can all give it a good go. So stretching up 2 and kick in your cartwheel, finish in your lunge and stretch at the end. Very good. That one is very tricky, so if you give that one a go 2 more times. That's it. Excellent, everybody. You're doing a great job. So this is our final exercise. So now we're going to put our last 2 skills together. So the last skill we did was our kneel cartwheel, and then the skill before that was our needle kick. So now we're going to work on from a kneel, stretching up tall. So you're going to start in your kneeling position again. You're going to do a needle kick back down to your kneeling position, and then you're going to do your cartwheel. This is making sure that you push off that leg, just putting them both together, which will be really good. Stretching up tall, and needle kick, down, kneel, cartwheel, lunge, and stretch at the end. So if you give that one a go 2 more times, everybody, that would be great. Well done, everybody. So that's the end of our cartwheels. It's been really nice to see you all, and I hope to see you all in the gym very soon. Bye, everybody.
So now, gymnasts, we're going to work on our core. So we're going to do some core exercises. James is kind of going to demonstrate the first exercise, so we're going to work on our addition. Good. Good. So James stretches out as tall as he can and raises the dish. Fantastic. Keeping his core tight the whole time. His arms stay by his ears, just like that. He's squeezing his legs. Brilliant. Final few seconds. Good. After that, what you're going to do is roll over onto your stomach, and you're going to do the same thing but in an arch position. Good. So James raises up. Brilliant. Just like before, he's squeezing his legs, squeezing his back, keeping his arms by his ears. Final few seconds. Good. And rest. Brilliant. Once you've done that, we're now going to move on to V-sits. So back to our order. So stretch out as tall as you can. Good. Up. Fantastic. We're going to do 7 this time. Good. Fantastic. Squeeze, pull. Good. Final few. Good. Notice he gets his hands all the way up to his feet when he does this. Brilliant. Fantastic. Our final one for our core series is arch raises. So you guessed it, you lie on your stomach, and you're going to lift your arms and feet off the ground, just like so. Brilliant. Notice James keeps the chin up when he does it, and he's looking forward. Brilliant. Squeezing the legs, squeezing the backs, and squeezing the arms. Good. Right, for the final part of our core series, we're going to work on our side and our obliques. So what James is going to do, he's going to lie down on his side, right? And he's going to do a side hold for 10 seconds. Brilliant. So he's pushing his hands into the floor, squeezing his side obliques just there, getting his feet and hands off the ground. Good. Fantastic. And once you've done 10 seconds, come down. Brilliant. After that, onto your other side. You're doing the exact same thing. So when you're ready, James, brilliant. Once again, he's getting his feet off the ground, hands off the ground, pushing that hand into the floor and squeezing his oblique muscles. Brilliant. Very good. Once you've done that, go back to your first side and you're going to do side raises. So it's the same movement, but it's now constant motion. So when you're ready, good. And you're going to do 5 ones. Good. Brilliant. Notice again, all the way up, all the way down when you do this. Very good. And then finally, you're going to finish on your final side. Good. Notice how James is controlled when he goes up and when he goes down. He's not flopping up and down.